think we got it. Hi, Micah. I think we got it. Okay, so, yeah. Cool. Alright. So, I'm going to do, they're called snickerdoodle donut muffins. There are no eggs in it. So if your kid has egg allergy or you have an egg allergy, this is an egg-free recipe. First thing I'm going to have to do is I need sugar. I need 3/4 cups of sugar. And then once I get it done, I'm probably going to go back and dip it in chocolate. Because ever since I learned how to do chocolate covered freaking whatever, I'll do everything chocolate covered. 3/4 cups of sugar. Oh crap. And then I was supposed to melt the butter. I don't know. Okay. Take a 1/2 cup of butter, which is, if you buy sticks, 1 stick of butter. I know I say that in probably every baking live that I do, but that's just because repetition helps you remember. So soon enough you'll be like, okay, well I just need 1. Okay, so give me a second, let me melt this. And 5 seconds. I'm going to do it slow, 5 seconds at a time. And then vanilla, 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. So we got 1/2 teaspoon. Okay. And also, I'll show you guys another trick. 1/2 teaspoon.
I told you about tomorrow to sit down.
Will you push 5 on the mic or 10 on the microwave, please?
Push 10?
Thank you. Yes. 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. And then I need the butter because that's as far as I can go right now.
10 seconds?
10 seconds. Yep. Just to start. Yeah. I'm coming. Okay, thank you.
Okay, well I'm doing my cereal out, just so they know.
You're all in front of the camera?
I know. And I just said.
Okay. Sorry, it's not done yet, but it's getting there. One more time, I think. It's got to be, it says melted, so we got to melt it. I don't want to do it wrong. There we go. Now, I was also looking, I got a different way I'm going to do the cheesecake. So, you know, grandma cookies, you know what I'm talking about? I know you do, Micah, because you know, I'm pretty sure you sell them in the store. But it's a brand of cookies, and instead of using graham crackers to make the crust, I was thinking about using grandma cookies. I'd have to peel off the peanut butter filling that's in the inside, but just use the cookies because I'm pretty sure they're just graham cookies. So you want to make sure it's all mixed together and broke down. And I got chunks of butter in there still, so I didn't let the butter melt enough. But once you do this, then we're going to add a 1/3 cup of milk. And we're going to set it to the side and go on to our next step. Okay. And it says don't stir the milk in, just put it in there and set to the side. So that's done. And we'll put the milk back up. Next we go with a medium bowl. That was a large. Sorry about that, guys. With a medium bowl, we start out with a large bowl. Now we got a medium bowl. We take flour, which, how much flour I need? 1.5 cups of flour. I still haven't got a cup. measuring cup that is 1 cup, so I'm using a quarter. So 1.5 cups would be 6 of them. A whole lot easier with. I guess I could have just did. Since it's 1.5 cups, I could have just done 2 3/4, huh? Just 3. Oops. Wasn't thinking about it. 4, 5. 6. Okay. And then we need cinnamon. So the cinnamon, we need a 1/4 cup or a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. And I found out that when I went to the store to get the cream of tartar and a nutmeg, that I didn't even have to get that stuff. I could have done the recipe without it. 1/4 teaspoon cinnamon. Cinnamon. Cream of tartar is an 1/8, so it's going to be a half of. Yeah, I'm way off. Oh my goodness. Half of this 1/4. So, okay. 1/8. And then we need the nutmeg. It's just a pinch. So I get to see what kind of. Oh my goodness. Is it not supposed to come off? It's got to. Oh, we'll do it like that. It's got to come off to get the. Wow. There we go. Okay, you got to take the seal off from the inside. So I found out today that I am an essential employee working at U-Haul. So I have to go to work. Work is 2.5 miles from me. I walked it this morning and I'll probably walk it again tomorrow. So we're going to do a pinch. 1 pinch. Awesome. Nutmeg. Okay. And then we're going to stir these up. I'm just going to use a fork and just mix it together, you know. I think that's everything. See, cinnamon, cream tartar, nutmeg. Oh, 1.5 teaspoon of baking powder. Glad I caught that. Very glad I caught that. 1. No, it wasn't. 1/2. Okay. And then, like I said, I'm going to mix this up. And then we're supposed to pour this. It says pour dry ingredients over the butter and sugar. Okay, so take this. Okay, and then we're going to stir it up. I don't know if I'm supposed to use a mixer. You know me, I don't like to use a mixer. I don't think it gets enough elbow grease into using a mixer. But sometimes, you know, mixing some of this stuff, it's going to take a lot of elbow grease even with the mixer. But we're just going to basically mix it. So then, keep pulling the top back down, you know, so you get it all together, all mixed up. Basically, go to the top, pull your strokes down, just so you pull all the batter together. Okay, so now 350. Oops, I should have done that earlier. But I got my muffin pan and I got my little inserts. So I'm going to be able to have 12 of them. Now they're supposed to be mini muffins, but I don't have a mini muffin pan, so I'm just using regular pan, you know what I'm saying? And then I will use, if I got to, I'll use the 1/4 cup to fill up the pan, or fill up the insert. Okay, I'm going to show you guys. Oh, hold on. I put it in the pan before I show you guys what it looks like. Okay. So remember that recipe, right? 3/4 cup sugar, 1/2 cup of butter melted, 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla, 3/4 cup of milk, 1/4 teaspoon cinnamon, 1/8 teaspoon cream of tartar, pinch of nutmeg, and 1.5 teaspoon of baking powder. Wet ingredients in one bowl, dry ingredients in the other. Add the dry ingredients to the wet ingredients. Oven at 350. So now fill each cup up about 3/4 of the way, which, like I said, I'm using a 1/4 cup as a scoop, and that's about perfect. You know, just level scoop, level 1/4 cup scoop. Okay. Okay. 4. I don't know if we got enough for 12. Maybe 8. I don't know. I think the last time I did muffins, no, I had 12 the last time. But remember correctly, it was 8 that had the cream cheese filling, and the last 4 didn't. So to expand on your recipe, you know, you can times it by 2 to make double the recipe. Or since you're dealing with quarters, measures, just times it by, you know what I'm saying? If it's a 1/4, add another 1/4, so then you're at a 1/2. Then you'd be at a 1/2. If it's an 1/8, you add another 1/8, and you'd be at a 1/4. If it's at a 1/2, you add another 1/2, you'd be at a full, you know. 3/4, or if it calls for 3/4, 2 of them would be a 1.5 cups. A pinch would be 2 pinches. Okay. Yeah, we got enough for a few. Not all of them though. Okay, I'm going to have to remember that. Note to self. If you want all the muffin cups to be used, you gotta double the recipe. And like I said, there is no egg in this batter, so okay. Now I'll show you guys what it ended up being. So these are our muffins. I'm gonna bake them for find out in just a second. Bake them for 18 to 20 minutes. Then after I bake them, so about 10 into the 20 minutes, I'll do the chocolate, and then I'll show you pictures. I'll post pictures at the bottom of your all's comments. Thanks for showing up. Have a blessed evening. I'll send you one of them, Micah. Talk to y'all later. Bye-bye now.